Hey guys, welcome to the guide. So in this episode we are doing the F-22 Raptor because I can't make a series about modern day jet fighters without making an episode about the F-22 Raptor, okay? I mean, I just have to make this episode apparently. Alright, so the F-22 Raptor, the United States of America's premier air superiority fighter slash dogfighter, even though Lockheed Martin thinks that the dogfight's dead and it's never going to happen again. I argue, but you know, I'm just some dude on YouTube, so they're not going to listen to me. Anyways, it's the plane that has the gold canopy. I mean, have you ever looked at the canopy of the F-22? Sometimes it's just regular canopy, and then other times it's gold. Like, it's just like the pilot has a switch in there that he can just flip up and down that changes it from gold to regular. I'm sure they just sit there and do that too. Like hit. Okay, sorry. F-22 Raptor. It's got the thrust vectoring, which was awesome when it first came out, but now it's been there, done that, because Russia's got it, China's getting it because they just jacked the engines off of the Su-35. So now thrust vectoring's been there, done that. It's got Super Cruise. That's still, only America has Super Cruise, so it's got that going for us. And it's super maneuverable, but everybody's got a super maneuverable plane nowadays, so that's not that big of a deal. But it's still the world's premier dogfighter. It's like the dogfighter that the rest of the world wants to beat. It's like the benchmark of an air superiority fighter. It's still that. We still got the benchmark over here in America. It's the plane that everybody else wants to beat and be better than. But we only have 184 of them. We did have 187 of them, but then 3 crashed, so now we only have 184 of them. Because the wise guys in Washington were like, oh, the Soviet Union's dead, China, we're not worried about China, so we don't need a lot of these planes. And then 10 years later, here comes the Russian T-50 PACFA, and then China all of a sudden shows up with the J-20 and then the J-31, and then everybody's just staring at Washington like, man, you guys suck at life. God, you guys are horrible. So yeah, we only have 184 of them, which is not a lot, considering that the F-22's range, how far it can go and back, is not very good without drop tanks. It has pretty crappy range, so it's reliant on mid-air refueling, or it's kind of a air superiority fighter only over the United States of America sort of a thing. And it's built like a Ferrari, okay? When you buy a Ferrari, you get a Ferrari. It is has amazing performance, but then there comes the maintenance bill, and this thing is extremely expensive to maintain. So that's one of the downsides of the F-22. Yeah, you got a Ferrari. It's an insanely awesome airplane, but it's insanely expensive to maintain too. And it kind of has a problem of trying to kill its pilots too. It does. It shuts off oxygen every once in a while to its pilot. I have 2 leading theories about this. Either we have created the first artificial intelligence, and it sees the pilot as the parasite, and it tries to kill it off every once in a while. Or the pilots are just doing such insane maneuvers that, they don't realize it until they, come out and the adrenaline wears off, and then all of a sudden, they get the bends, and they're just like, whoa, just because of the insane maneuvers that they've been doing for the past 30 minutes. So those are my 2 leading theories. Is either the pilots are doing insane maneuvers, or the plane's smart enough and just is trying to kill them. So we might have made the first official artificial intelligence with the F-22. I don't know, but of course Lockheed's not coming out with this. I mean, supposedly it's fixed, but they just kind of jimmy rigged an oxygen bottle in there. So if it starts to happen, they're just supposed to pull a pin, and then they get oxygen from the bottle. But yeah, the F-22 kind of tries to kill its pilots every once in a while. So yeah, there's the F-22 Raptor for you. It's that super hot chick that's extremely high maintenance that you just love parading around in front of your friends and showing her off, but at the same time, whenever you go home at night with her, you're kind of afraid that she's going to stab you in the back and kill you. Yeah, that's the F-22. It's that super hot, high maintenance chick that you're afraid of, because you never know what it's going to do. Alright, thanks for watching.